This series is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you for watching, liking, and sharing the videos. Without your support, this wouldn't be possible. Help me make more content by becoming an insider at patreon.com/jeremyking. If you're getting a bunch of errors on your YouTube videos, then you're in the right place. I hope I can help you. But first, I want to thank my amazing patrons over at patreon.com/jeremyking, without which videos like these wouldn't be made possible. So let's jump into the problem. I'll define it for you, as I always do in these troubleshooting videos, and I'm going to give you something to try, and it worked for me, so hopefully it works for you too, and it should work across both Firefox and Chrome. So what's the problem? What does it look like? Well, you're on YouTube, you're just trying to watch some videos, and this happens. You get playback ID errors with a hexadecimal code here, and it'll reload, you'll get another one, and a few seconds later your video will load, as it's about to do right now, just like that. Now this is one of my videos from my channel. Same thing happens on any video though. So how do you fix this super annoying error? I've been having this for the past week or so, and I finally just hunkered down and dug into some research, got into research mode and figured it out. There are a couple things you can try. The first one I'm going to guide you through right now is the ideal thing to do, and I hope that that works for you. If it doesn't, we'll continue on to the second thing. It's not as ideal, and I'll explain why once we get there. But first, let's try this. So what you want to do is go into your settings for your browser, and I'm in Firefox, but the same can be said for Chrome as well. You want to go to your options page. And if we scroll down through everything, we are going to come up to the performance tab. You can see that it says it's checkmarked boxed for use recommended performance settings. We want to uncheck this, and we can see that use hardware acceleration when available is also checked. Now this error is stemming having to do with some issue with the browser and hardware acceleration. I don't know exactly what is going on, but if you're having this same issue, just uncheck this. With both of these performance tabs now unchecked, we're going to go back to our YouTube page. If everything's worked as it should, we can go back to our YouTube page here and open up the video in a new tab, and it should just play. There we go. So problem fixed. You may be having the same issue that I've had here, and maybe it's not working for you. So I would advise going beyond just reloading your page or your tab and closing down the browser completely and then reloading YouTube. And I hope that that helps you. If it doesn't, obviously the problem is something else. So if the hardware acceleration trick did not work for you and you're still experiencing the errors, chances are it is your ad blocker that is causing issues. And this really sucks because no one likes ads. And I mean, I'm making YouTube videos and I get pennies for each ad that you guys watch, so please watch the ads. But I totally understand if like me, you hate ads and you don't want to see them. That's why I have the Patreon page, patreon.com/jeremyking. We pretty much all use ad blockers. So up here I have uBlock Origin. What else do I have on here? I have HTTPS everywhere to make sure that all my pages are secure. Makes sense. I also have Ghostery. So uBlock Origin and Ghostery are a couple of the most popular ad blocking services as far as browser extensions go for Firefox and Chrome. Of course, there are a whole bunch of them. And you notice that when we have an issue loading our YouTube page, it's always happening at the very beginning of the video. This suggests that the issue is that YouTube isn't properly loading the advertisements in front of the videos. That also explains why it doesn't happen on every single video that you click on, though through my experience, it does happen most of the time, if not, the majority of the time. Okay, so the really crappy solution to this temporarily is just to turn your ad blockers off, which is what I've done here as well. Turning hardware acceleration back on and turning my ad blockers off, this has also solved this issue. So it also suggests that the problem isn't solely hardware acceleration, though in many cases in my research I've found that this has solved the issue for people. It's worth going through and doing both just to find out. And I start with hardware acceleration first because, again, obviously nobody wants to turn off their ad blockers until we get to the point where we can custom serve, as content creators, custom serve viewers like you ads that make sense or might be actually relevant to things that you're interested in. We're going to continue getting ads that most of us don't want to watch. So it really sucks. The medium to longer term solution for this specific problem of it being an ad issue, of it not loading properly because of ad blockers, is just that, browser compatibility. As the browsers are updated, the extension developers have to keep up with updating their extensions. There might be some strange thing going on with the YouTube APIs changing. I don't know much about extension development, so I can't really speak on that, but that's usually what happens. Discord, Reddit, YouTube, Twitch, what have you, they change. Facebook, the social media sites do this a lot. Facebook and Twitter, they'll change their APIs, right? And a bunch of things end up breaking when people make extensions or some kind of third-party tool that plugs into that platform. Anyways, I'll leave it at that for now. Let me know if either of those solutions are not working for you. I'd love to hear about it because I kind of like to have my finger on the pulse of things like this to try to create solutions. Let me know what your problems are down in the comments below, or jump into Discord and maybe we can problem solve it together. Might be the basis for a new video. So for those of you that I have been able to help with this video, please let me know down in the comments below as well. It's good to know when I'm actually helping people and I'm putting my time to good use. And again, I'd like to also thank my patrons again, without which videos like this wouldn't be made possible, as I said in the beginning of the video. If you're new to the channel, please go check out my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/JeremyKing. The link is down in the description below, and you can see what I'm up to. I do a whole bunch of tutorials like this for Windows PCs, troubleshooting different things. I also make game mods, most recently for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Lots of projects ongoing with that, as well as the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer HD mod project. I have a lot of things on the go. Please go check out my Patreon page, and beyond that, jump into Discord and say hi to me, because I'd love to hear from you. I hope I was able to help you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.